Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the week of May 23rd. Now Libra, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. I do not offer personal readings, so please do keep that in mind. I think we need one more shuffle here. I am using the Muka Tarot, or the Tarot Muka. There's a link to it in the description below. I like the deck so far. I'm also using the Angel Answers Oracle deck. If you'd like to purchase either of these, there are links in the description. And also, please do consider hitting that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and it does ensure that other people who need to see these messages have an opportunity to see them. Subscribe for future content as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and take 3 of these oracle cards here. A little bit of a chaotic start to this reading, but that's all right. All right, Libra. Taking a look here. So, definitely some big energy. Some of you are coming out of some big energies here in the past, and this could have been around I think some of you have been spending some time making an important business decision, making an important choice around maybe your career life. Maybe this was also involving the father in some ways. There's been some sort of larger event that has happened here in the past. In the future, we do have a situation here where you will spend some time not only contemplating but also letting go when it comes to this situation involving your business, involving your work, or your money situation. Let's go ahead and dive into this further. Now, if you've never watched my readings before, this is just the first 5 cards. I always go through up the pyramid, and we go up the pyramid and clarify these first 5 cards with some additional cards. So right away in the middle, you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is really an awesome energy to find. This is about being unequivocally yourself, not trying to be anybody else. This is about being authentic, right? I feel like pointing out the sunflower here, where it's like, are any 2 sunflowers like the same? It's almost like every sunflower is kind of unique in its own way. And that's exactly what you potentially want to be doing at this time here with this Queen of Wands energy. But this is really somebody who has the energy of attraction. Queen of Wands is extremely attractive, not only in work, but also in romance, because they are not trying to be somebody else, and they're extremely talented, they're funny, they're fun to be around, they're energetic, they're lively, and they can kind of juggle all the plates in the air. They can juggle all the tasks and the priorities at hand. It's somebody you want on your team. It's somebody you want in your life. It is the energy of attraction. And so it's a very nice energy to find here. Now, in the past, you have this kind of bigger energy here with the Lovers and the Emperor. So the thing is, the Lovers can obviously refer to an important relationship in your life. It can refer to issues around love, issues around relationships, but typically deeper relationships, like somebody who's you potentially want to commit to for a long time, especially as you have the Emperor, which the Emperor commits themselves to a task, and they've really done that, and in doing that, they've achieved a lot of success. But so that certainly could be something that you've potentially had to deal with here. But there's a whole lot more. If you look at this Lovers illustration here, there's a whole lot more going on. And really what the Lovers is Gemini energy. Gemini is the sign of duality. There are two people here. And so it can talk about a choice between 2 options. And more importantly, the Lovers represents an important choice to make in your life or in your love. This is not a small choice. It's not what you're going to eat for breakfast. This is like, I have something big here that I need to decide on. Okay, you have this here with the Emperor, which is a card associated with success. It's a very good omen to find in tarot readings, especially related to business. The Emperor is extremely successful in business and generally in their life. It is referring to the father as well. It can refer to the father archetype in the tarot. And so it's like some of you here have had an important business decision to make, important career decision to make, maybe even something relating to family or specifically your father. It certainly could be around love. I'm not getting a whole lot of love here. Energy. I'll be interested to see what we get when we clarify, but I think it's probably more around another area of life other than love, but we'll see. In the future, you have the Hanging Man and the Five of Pentacles. So the Hanging Man here, this person really has to let go. Okay, they are holding on to this, or they're being sort of suspended in air here with this rope here. And you can see actually that they are contemplating. They're contemplating the universe. They are sort of gaining enlightenment here. But the problem is, beyond that, they're not doing anything. Which, it's very good to be enlightened. It's very good to meditate. It's very good to commune with the universe, commune with yourself. It is. But at a certain point, this person needs to take action. And the Hanged Man says that as you let go, you begin a transformation, because the card that comes next to it is the Death card, which is the card of transformation. And so something's got to give when you have the Hanging Man. Is this related to you and your thoughts around money? Are you attached to something here when it comes to your finances? Do you, I'm getting this interesting story in my head, which is, do you feel the only way for you to build wealth is by owning real estate? When in reality, there are a million ways to build wealth, and it doesn't always have to be through real estate. Are you attached to becoming a real estate mogul when in reality you could be making money somewhere else? Or there's something here that you are attached to that is putting a drain on generation, on wealth generation, on money, on earning potential. It's like, I don't see financial loss. I see something here around an attachment to the way that you think that you need to build wealth. I know it's very specific, but that is what's coming in. And in 2022 and beyond, there are a million ways to do this. It doesn't have to be one way. So let's just get some more answers on this. So moving up the pyramid here, you have this King of Pentacles, star of the show this week. The King of Pentacles has been coming in so much. You have the Moon. You have the Two of Swords. And you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So, you have this King of Pentacles here in the past. Yeah, I don't really see a huge love reading here. I really don't get a whole lot of love messages. It's just, it hasn't been in the energy this week. It certainly could for the next, I'm about halfway through. But so anyway, so this King of Pentacles is really somebody who's like, show me the money, right? What steps do I need to take to get to the top of, or what steps do I need to take here to own the castle in the background, which this person is sitting on a throne within their castle, right? So I just talked about how I think, I just brought in that story about real estate, which it was just an example. You can use it to fit your situation, but it's like, for you, is there some type of practical step that you've taken here in the past that maybe has helped you? Or are there some practicalities that you need to embody in order to help you get to where you need to go? Because you do have this Moon card, which is potentially something not being as it appears, but it could also just be referring to this really intense new moon eclipse energy that we've been having. We've had two eclipses here, kind of very close to each other here, recently in April and May here, just a few days ago, and it's been really intense. And so there could have been some revelations that have come to light, especially because we see another moon imagery here next to it with the Two of Swords energy. It could have been a revelation. I shared personally on my Instagram that I had like a really deep shadow work that came into my life. I didn't really go into details, and I'm not going to, but like there was just like a whole lot of things that came flooding in, and it was like a deep truth from 2018. And it's almost like, I wonder if some of you here are experiencing a deep truth that you may not have been able to see before, because you have the moon with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is blindfold energy, right? It's something that you cannot see. And the moon is something that is murky. It's murky water, right? It's something that's deep. It's something that's hidden. It refers to the subconscious. And it's, shadow work is the part of you that you cannot see but is still there. It's the part of you that does exist but you cannot see. And, just working on integration of that part of yourself. You have this Nine of Wands here in the future, which is perseverance, not giving up, realizing that you are so close to the finish line on something. Well, let's go ahead and let's take a look at what these three Angel Oracle cards are. So you have peaceful resolution, you have no need to worry, and you have opportunity. Really like that, I have to say. I mean, this is this is a really good card that I would want to see in this reading. You can see that there's like literally an opportunity coming down from the universe here on this card. And look, if you're going to spend the time between now and when the opportunity happens worrying, stressing, attached to how it's supposed to happen, it's going to be a lot harder for you to bring that into your life. And remember, you have major attraction energy here with the Queen of Wands at the base of the pyramid. You also have peaceful resolution. This situation is on the way. It's almost like I said, there is an attachment here with the Hanging Man. And I think it'll be different for everybody. But whatever that is for you, I get the sense that it's showing up as a blockage for you and what you're trying to do. I gave that example around, thinking that there has to be one way of you building wealth when there are a million ways to build wealth here. And most importantly, not giving up with the Nine of Wands coming in to clarify. So let's move up the pyramid here. You have the Four of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I really like that here. First person, I don't know. You might be the first to get this Ace of Pentacles here this week. I'm forgetting. But anyway, so you can see that this person here is sort of praying on the Four of Swords energy here, right? You can see that they're in prayer. And by the way, I think some of you have had some pretty intense dreams here in the past. I do think that could continue here. But I think the energies were heavy for you around, May 16th, a couple days before, a couple days after. And I do think that there was something that you retrieved from the subconscious, from your subconscious or from the universe or from something that was hidden here. I know it's a little bit of a deep message, but I think some of you have, whether it was in the dream world or in meditation, some of you have gotten an answer in a way that you were maybe not expecting. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is some type of new beginning in the material realm or in the areas of finance, in the areas of academia, anything to do with your home environment. It can see you making sales or purchases in your life. It can even talk about contracts, signing off on documents, paperwork, doing the kind of those sides of the material realm. And so it can also be a gift of cash, but it's almost like this feels more like you finally know, okay? And it feels like it's more like the gift that's being given to you may end up resulting in money down the road or down the line, but it's almost like you've been given the gift of it's like I'm seeing like a engineer's plan, like a blueprint, like in my mind right now. It's like you've been given the blueprints. Yeah, you've been given the blueprint. You have the Knight of Wands here as well, which is really a card that comes forward potentially when you're ready to move residence or travel somewhere, but it's more than that. It can also be somebody who's the maverick in the tarot. You do have a whole lot of, there's something here I feel like that you are maybe not giving yourself credit for when it comes to. There's this opportunity available with the Ace of Pentacles and this opportunity card. Like I said, letting go of this attachment. It's almost like, I wonder if some of you have like a gift or a talent that is also being blocked in the process of having this attachment. Okay, keep bringing that in, but it seems very important in this reading. And yeah, let's just dive into this a little bit more. So you have the Death card, and you have the Three of Wands. Okay, so once again, I'm going to say it every time I get the death card. Okay, a lot of people get like upset when they see that card, but it's really not something to be afraid of. It's a transformation. It's a rebirth. It's butterfly energy. It's you going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And so, yeah, something changes with the death card, but who has to say that change needs to be negative? In fact, in a reading like this, you have mostly positive cards, okay? And so you have this here with this Three of Wands, which I really like this energy for you, which some of you may be traveling here in the future to find meaning. I'm not going to say everybody's going to do that, but I do think with the Knight of Wands here and this Three of Wands is both cards of travel here. But this person's kind of looking out to the distance and realizing they have the entire ocean in front of them. And they can really go anywhere from here. It's really an energy of like taking something to the next level, getting fired up. I think some of you are like doing like a life work, there's like an important project that you want to get off the ground. And I am feeling a little bit of self-employment energy here for some of you, maybe not all of you, but there's something here that you want to get off the ground. And this attachment is holding you back. And so there's this really big energy of you as you let go, this Five of Pentacles card gets resolved. And also something around a talent not coming out, that also comes out as you let go. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Page of Cups. I mean, look, the happy offer that you are looking for. This person is like celebrating, they're dancing, they're throwing their cup in the air, and they're also coming forward with an offer or an opportunity. Look, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity, and the Page of Cups as well. It could also represent happy news coming into your life. On the bottom, you have the Eight of Cups here, which letting go of the things that no longer serve you. This person has their back turned towards the empty cups, and they're about to take a walk towards the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So you have an incredible reading here. I'm excited to see what happens for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I will see you in the next reading.